Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's another beautiful day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and let's get started with today's headlines. At this point, we are not sure if it is good news or bad news, but it definitely is news. Beaufort County Sheriff's deputies have located Brenda Carmen's car on Hilton Head Island. The 59-year-old Carmen has been missing for more than 3 weeks and hasn't contacted anyone in her family since August 9th, when she finished work behind the deli counter at the South End Publix. Obviously, the search for her continues. Beaufort County authorities will no longer have to rely on MUSC in Charleston to handle autopsies from our county. The county has now opened their forensic lab and have hired the first forensic pathologist, Dr. Joni Skipper. She'll make $275,000 a year, and her assistant will make $70,000. Having this resource locally will cut down wait times for autopsy results from a week or longer to approximately 2 days. Beaufort County is the first county in the state to fund its own autopsy suite. Other advantages include being able to communicate more quickly with law enforcement and the families, and the ability to do autopsies for surrounding counties to help defray expenses. It should come as no surprise that the numbers are not encouraging for renters in the Lowcountry. Commercial real estate firm CoStar says the average rent in Beaufort and Jasper counties is over $1,900 a month. That is $300 more a month than Charleston and $400 more a month than Savannah or Myrtle Beach. Hilton Head's rental costs have grown over 17% in the last year, 26% higher in the first quarter of this year, where the national growth is 7.5%. A transition to short-term rentals has had a big impact. The Airbnb effect has properties that used to be rented long-term at $1,500 a month now fetching $1,500 a week in the short-term market. USC's football team might be an underdog on the football field this weekend against Georgia, but the Gamecocks are actually ranked #1 in the country as the best college for veterans and current military service members, according to a ranking from the Military Times newspaper. The university's opening of the Veterans and Military Center for Excellence on campus coincided with the school's rocketing up the rankings. The Columbia campus serves about 2,000 military-affiliated students, a 27% increase in the last 4 years. UGA, by the way, is ranked 127th out of 311 schools rated. USC was also ranked as the best first-year experience for the 4th year in a row. And art is about to imitate life in Hampton County, which is, of course, the home of the ongoing Murdoch saga. Hampton County Arts recently announced a murder mystery masquerade ball on Saturday, October 29th. The arts event is based on a fictitious scenario in the fictional Frampton County, with some similarities to the real-life current events that are going on right now and that have become international news. Tickets are available at palmettotheater.org. When you buy your ticket, you'll be issued an identity so you can come in character. Members of the arts group will play specific roles, but some guests will be playing roles as well. No acting is required on the part of the guests, but you will need to pay attention to have a shot at solving the mystery. If you are interested, you should act fast, as there are only 100 tickets available. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here is Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Loco.
Hey there, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Locosports.com. It's time to put Week 3 of the high school football season to bed and name the Loco Sports High School Football Player of the Week. We had a strong bunch of nominees in Week 3, but it came down to 2 players. Personally, I'm with the fans. We both picked May River's Jaden Jones, who rushed for 160 yards and 4 touchdowns on 15 carries and had a disruptive night on defense in a 43-0 win at Ridgeland. Jones garnered more than 40% of the fan vote, and on a ballot with 10 options, that's pretty impressive. But the rest of our panelists went back to the well for another John Paul II Golden Warrior. With reigning Player of the Week Jackson Ogden sidelined with an ankle injury, quarterback Christian Tilton stepped up big time, rushing for 222 yards and 2 touchdowns on 18 carries, and adding a touchdown pass and a 75-yard touchdown on a free kick following a safety. And he did it on live TV, leading the Golden Warriors to a 42-7 win over Memorial Day. JP2's Christian Tilton is your Loco Sports Player of the Week. Week 4 starts Friday. We'll have all the scores and highlights from around the Loco on Loco Pigskin Live starting at 11:15 p.m. Or you can catch up on Loco Lights right here on WHHI's News at 5 on Monday. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's take a look at that weekend weather with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. All right, so taking a look ahead, Friday, it looks like it's going to be great weather if you're headed out to any football games. It's going to be cloudy with Hilton having a high of 86, a low of 71. Bluffton's going to have a high of 86, a low of 67. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 87, a low of 67. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 7:07 and sunset's going to be at 7:28. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 9:14 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 2:17 p.m. Taking a look into the weekend, into next week, Saturday it's going to be cloudy with highs in the 80s and lows in the upper 60s. Sunday it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunder showers in the afternoon, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And come Monday, we're going to see a shower in the morning, but then it should clear up by the afternoon. And then the rest of the day is just going to be cloudy with highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's hit it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria, and we'll be back in just a moment with news that Heritage tickets are on sale now. Don't go away.